piece that I did years ago. I mean, when I first started to contemplate this idea, and you know, I thought, God, wouldn't it be great to have these images backlit, because on Mylar, that would just bring the color through almost like a stained glass window. And so I've had these in a drawer for, I'm not kidding you, probably 8 years, maybe even longer. So that's how long this idea has kind of been gestating. This is, you can actually see I've blown in some areas here. I consider these very crude images, but they're still pretty amazing, you know? There's still something wonderful about them. Right here. They almost look like X-rays. But I just consider the images timeless too. These are really kind of taking up the entire page. Some of them may just be a small spot, like a little area in the center. Some may be distributed, so there's a lot of negative area in it. And some may take the entire space up. And I also wanted to do some at some point that were on top of each other, but it started to diffuse the light too much. At this time, when I was doing this too, I hadn't learned to create a solvent that didn't disintegrate the painting. I remember somebody asked me to do a CD cover for them, and I did this beautiful image, and I blew it. I did it with my breath, you know, and then I photographed it and sent them an image, and they wrote back, "We loved it. We want to use it." So I went back to the table, and it had disintegrated, you know, and I was like, "Oh crap, man!" So I had to learn how to create a solvent that wouldn't just continue to degrade the paint, that it would flow, but it would also hold together. And you could, in some ways, I kind of like it here. You can just see where it was just continuing to kind of just fall apart. In general, I work with a mask, and it makes a huge difference. It's been a long time since I've done one of those. I think next time what I'll probably do is, instead of mixing the solvent into the paints, while I'm doing it, it's actually pre-mix them so that they're exactly at the liquid state that I want them to be. You can see it breaking the paint part, but I just consider that part of the piece. Depends on how far it goes, though. You know, it definitely can go too far, but sometimes the effect is just beautiful. I mean, it's very organic, and there were artists like Max Ernst who used techniques using solvent and to create specific organic effects in their paintings. So this is just kind of an extension of that. But I definitely have to have some control over it. I'd like to be able to feel like I can dictate how far I want those effects to go. But what I like about this too is that, you know, here's the breath right there, these explosions of air pushed against the paint. And it's really hard to move it. And I've had it before where it's been so liquid that it just opened out, you know, and that's where I wanted the paint to be a little thinner and flow more easily. So, but this is the first one I've done in probably 8 years. And it's just a matter of adjustment. And, you know, it's not that bad. Yeah.